Today on the show, we're talking about some custom photo gift ideas. I am Yeager, wedding photographer and videographer from Photo17.com, the online home of Carolina's photography. And on this show, we do a lot of talk about wedding planning and some tips and tricks on how to get ready for your big day. Also, we'll touch on some things maybe in the tech field a little bit because it's all photo related in this circle of photography, weddingography life. Is weddingography a word? I don't think that is. But I just came across this on Bryce.com. Normally I had to go through so many of these websites and I'm reading up on things. I'll just share what I find on these sites. And they did 36 of the best custom photo gifts on their site. I'm just going to pick out my favorite 4 that I saw right here and pass them on to you. I am not getting any cash off of this at all. Maybe the Amazon affiliate one I can link to somewhere. But they have these mustard glass coasters. It's a personalized set that you can mix and match. And they look like instant photos, the old Polaroids that used to come out, except you put your drinks on them and use them as coasters, which back in the day, I think a lot of these were probably used for coasters, actually, Polaroid photos. But since they started fading away and that technology is now weirdly expensive when it used to be one of the cheapest forms of photography, that's just irony at work right there. These coasters are, of course, hard and more resilient than the photos, and not like the flimsy ones. They are actual coasters, and not like the flimsy photos I meant back in the day that you may or may not remember depending on your age. Gosh, in the 90s, they were still around in the 90s. They were fading even then. I think the 24-hour shops were more in fashion when I was really paying attention, but I do remember those from the 80s, early 90s. It's best that my memory will let me remember. Something else out of the 80s and 90s, and I suppose still now, is this thing. They're calling it the real viewer, but back in the day, I guess, was a real viewer. It's nostalgic, where you put your eye up to it, like this orange toy, and you flip the switch, and then you can go through photos. Well, now you can put the photos on the round, real circle thingamajig, because I am not sure the technical terms of it, and you can go through and look at your photos with this real viewer. Definitely check that out. I think that's cool, neat. I'm probably going to get that. It's got like 4.8 stars. Out of 5 stars and 369 reviews. That seems like a cool gift idea. Bookmarking that one right there. I just thought of that live here on the spot on this podcast. There's another one that I have right here. It is your classic favorite, a picture frame. But the LCD Wi-Fi digital picture frame nowadays is way, way cooler than one I had just a few years ago, where you had to plug a memory card in and plug it up and let it roll. Now off of Wi-Fi, you can just send your photos instantly there to be on an LCD screen. And the screen technology has even gotten better. And one of my final ones is your photo collages made into like a heart shape. This is on Minted.com, even though, again, Rise.com has this article on it. Minted.com is where you can go to pick this up, and that's just a cool idea. Something different to do with photo ideas. I'm asked about all the time, what the world am I going to do with these photos? And that also leads me to now at Photo17.com, when you get pictures through us, we will have your photos in a gallery, and you can buy pictures straight from that gallery, which is basically sort of kind of straight from me at Photo17.com. So that's one of the new things that we are doing right now. Still in a bit of a beta testing phase, but there's not too much really to test. It works. Just getting some of the finer points ready to go for you all if you decide to come our way. And that's the podcast for this week. I am trying to do things a little bit lighter and normaler feeling with the world the way that it is. So that's what this episode was about. I'm going to be back next week with something else to talk about once I figure that out. And thank you for hanging out with me on this super short, quick podcast that we do here at Carolina's Photography. I am Yeager. Everybody, please have a good week. The day you've dreamt about is here forever.